I'm Heather.
I'm Nate.
And this is Lacey.
We're going to Laguna Beach.
Just for lunch, and then we're headed down to San Diego for their Holiday Bay Parade of Lights.
It's going to be a great show.
But on our way, we stopped in Laguna Beach for lunch. And we found the most amazing restaurant with the best views of the ocean. And it was even dog-friendly.
It better be, otherwise Lacey's not going to let us go.
We put our name in for a table, and we had the most beautiful views to look at while we waited.
We watched the waves lap against the beach as the sun shined in.
Lacey even ran into a friend who said this was the best dog-friendly restaurant in Laguna. We were enjoying the views when they told us our table was ready. And when they took us to our table, the views got even better. After reviewing the dog menu, Lacey knew what she wanted, and she got her own dish. We took our last pictures with the gorgeous views. We said goodbye, and we got on our way.
We cruised down the highway through all the little towns along the coast. We were on our way to San Diego to see the Holiday Bay Parade of Lights.
We're staying at the Hilton San Diego on Harbor Island, and we think these views will be perfect for the lighted boat show tomorrow.
The parade path goes right in front.
We settled into the hotel, had a good night's sleep, and next morning we awoke bright and early to go to the Hillcrest Farmers Market. This is one of the biggest farmers markets, they say, and they had lots of stuff. They had food samples. It was a great place to spend a Saturday morning. We headed over to Balboa Park next. It was time to do some exploring around there. We headed over to the Art Center. It's one of my favorite places at Balboa Park. There's so many colors, and I could just look at the art all day. And there's so many spots to stop and take your photos, so we took advantage of that.
The artwork was so full of humor and humility that it inspired us all to have some fun. Even Lacey got into the act before we headed back out onto the painted walkway.
We had fun exploring all over Balboa Park. We love looking at the buildings with all their unique architecture.
There's so many museums and theaters that there's always something new to see.
We headed back to the hotel with a sightseeing tour through the Gaslamp District. Once we got back to the hotel, we got comfy on our balconies with some appetizers while we looked at the bay. We couldn't believe people were starting to line up for the lighted boat show already. And we were so excited because we were going to have the most perfect views right here. And as the sun went down, we were just soaking up all the last sun rays we could.
We watched the sun go down as the sunset lit up the city. It seemed like all the boats were starting to line up to watch the show, along with all the people right along the waterfront.
We took Lacey out for one last walk before the show started. We couldn't believe as we looked back up at the hotel how many people had decorated their balconies and brought holiday blow-ups.
The theme was an alien Christmas, and it seemed like Santa was just trying not to get abducted.
We headed back to the room and got all settled and comfy on the balcony, and we waited for the show to start.
The boats were already turning their lights on, so we watched them all gather before it got dark and the parade began. Christmas! Christmas! Merry Christmas, San Diego! Thanks for going to the San Diego Holiday Bay Parade of Lights with us.